What up, guys, over here at DNA Slithers and Critters. Today we're going to talk to you about gassing rats, packaging them up, and how we do it over here. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so you're probably wondering how to go about doing this, and this is how we do it. And over around here we kill up to 2,000 or 3,000 rats in a day. So I mean, this is a really effective method. It works great. It gets your product in a nice, good, clean manner. Looks professional, of course, because we are professionals. By the way, we have a big announcement at the end of this video. Stay tuned. I know you guys are going to like what I'm about to tell you at the end of it. So right here we got our container. Some people put fancy seals along the bottom and stuff, or top and the edges. I don't. I just kind of put a little tape along the edges. Kind of gives it a little flap that helps give it a bush buffer. Other than that, I mean, I got 2 holes. One in the top here, one right here. I should probably put another one here. That way the gas can evenly disperse, but you want it to go out to one side. So that's why we don't do it over there. We do it this way so it can push out, and gas is naturally, CO2 is naturally heavy and it will settle. So since you do use it in a shallow tub like this, it works great. I'm using right here Sterilite. We got the 41 quart tub, works great. Some of them are actually for snakes and stuff. We use them here for gassing. You can use bedding in the bottom, or you can use paper towel. I like to use bedding because it helps absorb a little bit of the soiling. Typically as they die, they will actually lose they will expel their final bowels and stuff like that. Too many of them, it can get messy. We even go as far as wiping their butts. Sorry you guys can't see me because I got to get a new stand. Got to stand further back. But we actually wipe their butts sometimes. I got a scale here. This is our weight chart, as you can see right over here. That's what we actually use for all of our rodents, just to classify them. We weigh them every single time. Of course, with this being live, I'm doing it this way. Just normally I'd grab a whole tub, but I just want to gas to the order. So I weigh them before they're gassed. And normally what I do is I have a counter on my phone. There's a bunch of free apps. It works great. You just literally hit the button and it keeps track rather than having to write it down with a pen like we're going to be doing in this video, old school style. But that's because my my phone's for the video, so I have to work with what I got here. But yeah, we weigh them out, put them in here. I, on average, for adults, I would only put about 40 to 50 in here. This is a pretty big tub. Jumbos and stuff like that, and large on up, I'm referring to mediums on that. Those I would probably do about 20 to 30 just because how big they are. If you get them overcrowded, it not only panics them a little bit more, but it also in turn is going to actually cause more mess, and your product's going to look worse. It's going to smell because there's poop or pee, so the end result is less pleasant. I never ever put anything that's fuzzies and stuff with the larger prey, such as the adults, especially pinkies, because then they get covered in poop and smothered, and then you got to wipe it off. It just doesn't look like a clean finished product. So if you're gonna do pinkies and stuff, I would leave them in here and do them separate at the end. What I do is I gas them for up to 20 to 25 minutes. At that point, I leave them in there for another 10. But since we're doing adults here, I'm gonna only in larger prey, and because of the larger amount, I actually use for 10 minutes on these ones, and I'll kind of just set something on top of the lid to give it that added layer of seal. After that, I will go ahead and let's show you how I weigh these out, and we'll get to that step next. So I got a tub off screen here. As you can see, this is what we would consider a good healthy amount. There's about 80 of these in here right now. As they get bigger and stuff, we drop it down to 60 in this tub. We'll be doing some videos on that stuff here in the future. Really excited about that. Sorry, I don't have the coronavirus. I just, I don't know, I've been coughing today. My air's dry. So one thing about weighing them, as you get better, you'll be able to actually feel the thickness of their tails, and that will be able to determine. And some people say, oh yeah, don't grab the tails, you can't, you're gonna hurt them. Honestly guys, it's gonna be okay. They're gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt them. You're grabbing the base of their tail. I'm never grabbing the tips. The tips will deglove, as it's called, the rat, and that's gonna in turn cause really bad pain to them. So you don't want to ever grab by the end, because they'll twist sometimes and spin, and then I'll actually just rip it right off. Now some of these I'm not obviously weighing. Why? Because I've been doing this a while, and I can tell by the thickness of the tail. The thickness of the tail will generally tell you how the animal's weight is. Look at this cute little guy. That's a Rex Blue right there, male. All these have been sexed. I pulled the females out. I have a reason I did that, but I can't tell you right now because that's for the end of the video. Hint, hint. So I'm putting the rats in there. I never want to leave the tub slide it open, because then they're going to probably want to come out. I just quickly do that real quick and close it. Sometimes they do try and pop out the edge, but I just really kind of watch it. I'll only lift a corner up, and I'm usually quick enough to where they can't catch on. Of course, there oftentimes is that panicked rat. Now, some people say we don't do a good job here, but honestly, guys, we're inspected by the state of Colorado. We have public officials coming into our facility, making sure the animals are cared for. And if I'm not, I can get cited, I can get fined, I can even get shut down. So, you know, Colorado, I take pride in being the largest production facility out there for a reason. We are expanding, guys. That is the announcement. We're blowing up. I'm getting another 12 rat racks. Get ready for a YouTube video on how to build your garage into a rodent facility. It's going to be awesome. I'll show you from insulating to making sure your facility ain't going to have any escapes or wild rats coming inside, how I build my facilities from scratch. So you're going to get a good inside tutorial on that. I know some people are all wondering how, and with the garage you got that fluctuation of heat, as we're aware of. You got to be on that. So really big news. Occasionally I'll weigh them just to make sure that my mind's not playing tricks on me. I'm sorry I haven't done a bunch of videos, guys, but we've just been really buckling down and getting the money to secure for the expansion. This is going to be huge from here. We want double our facility. Alright guys, I do apologize about that. I had a phone call, but it's going to be huge. We're going to be upgrading. I'm going to be walking you through every step that we do to upgrade our stuff. I only got 6% of battery life, so I do have to cut this video a little bit shorter than I would like, but I just put them rats in the gas tank. Now what we use is a CO2 chamber. We use the CO2 from welding stores, or if you live in a state that has legal marijuana, any kind of grow shop provides these CO2 tanks. It works really well. We buy the regulator for them that controls the amount of airflow. We crank it up to anywhere from a 10 to a 15 on there. Let it run for 10 minutes minimum, upwards to 25 if it's the smaller stuff. And then at that point, you're good to go and bag them up like we're about to show you. I'm hoping to, at this point, get to do the next scene. Let's go and do it, guys. I'll get back to you after these things are done. Again, I don't want to get into details or show you any of it because it is an unfortunate part of the industry. You got to do it. Everything needs to eat, but I don't need to show you it. So they are dying right now as we speak. It takes about 5 minutes. They'll start convulsing, gasping for air, and at that point they usually fall asleep and die. Alright guys, we still got 5% on that phone battery. Hopefully I can get through this. So they're all gassed, ready to be bagged and tagged, as I say. Since they're already weighed, I don't have to weigh them. Otherwise at this point, that's when I would weigh them. If I just grabbed a whole tub, because normally we just gas a whole tub. Just trying to let a few mediums grow back up. I know we got a busy order week. So once I get the order, rats bagged up, at this point I'm going to fold the tails and tuck them under there. It makes a nice, really good, clean product. You get it, tuck them, fold them. Let's see if I can zoom in. Nope, I can't. But yeah, you just fold them, grab another. We do 10 mediums per bag. So I'll grab them, fold them, set them in there. Makes it really look clean, nice packaging. So there it would be 10 medium rats. All right, guys. So there, at that point, this is a bagged up. I'd label it. This, when it gets wet, sometimes will smear. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll pick one corner and I'll stick to it and I'll just write that. Otherwise, I know just by looking at them. So it's one of those things. It depends on how you want to do it. Let's show you how we bag them. I'm going to get rid of the microphone, so I'll be talking. If it sounds a little bit different, I'm sorry, but just work with us, guys. At this point, what I have here is a bunch of ice packs. That's an order for tomorrow. Normally this fridge is only for customer or for fresh gas. So I'll have this whole row. I'll just line them up, toss an ice pack on top just to help cool them off that much quicker. I only do 2 high. Do not do higher than that. You'll start squishing the membranes. You'll start seeing blood come out of them. That's because you're piling them on too high. You ideally want to let 1 pack freeze and then throw it into a deep freezer chest. That way you're getting quick cooling. The product is quick frozen. You get good quality feeders for your customers. People love quality and freshness. And now I can't stress enough that I would get them bagged up within about 30 minutes or less. Just because you want them to start cooling off and being frozen as quick as possible. So I hope this video helped you guys. Gassing rats 101, it's easy. If you want us to go over the different bag sizes and how we preparate them, I can do that also. Get ready for those other videos, guys. We got a ton of more content coming out. Peace and love.